Hi, welcome to my smart home. When you walk in, first you see the outdoor camera. Then you get to the Wi-Fi video doorbell. When you approach the door or when you ring the bell, it alerts me on my cell phone, letting me know that someone walked in. Once you're in, I got motion sensors, cameras, smart recessed lighting. Each light is controllable individually from my phone, smart switches to control all of them, and motion sensors. But in this video review, I'm going to focus on my newest product called the Zmodo Pivot, which was just announced by CES 2016. It is a new rotating camera and smart home hub. I'm going to show it to you right now. So here is the Zmodo Pivot. Right here is the camera. This is the IR LED light for at night to get clear images. On the top, there's a button which you double tap, and when you double tap it,
pairing.
It goes into pairing mode. It's a Bluetooth speaker. It's got microwave sensors over here to detect motion in the room. And on the back, it gets plugged in with micro USB. The advantage of micro USB is that you can use any external battery pack, such as a basic one like this, to plug it in anywhere. So it's great for taking on vacations or anything where you want to take video and you can't plug it in. It's got an internal 16 gigabyte micro memory card for recording images. A couple cool features about it. Number one, it pivots. So when it detects motion in the room, as long as it's not in the field of vision, it will do a 360-degree spin around the room to try to capture anything that was there. It doesn't actually focus on where it thought the motion was. So you might walk in on the left side of the room, and then I'll pivot around and it actually won't catch you in the image. So that is one part that is not perfect, but they're working on their motion detection algorithms and trying to improve how useful the feature is. You could turn off that feature if you don't like it, and you could just leave it focused at one specific area to capture that. The Bluetooth speaker is nice because if you're going to have it sitting in your living room, you may as well use it to enjoy music. Obviously it's not the same as your boombox or whatever, but it's a decent speaker system. So now I'm going to show you the app. So when you go into the App Store and search for Pivot, if you're using a smartphone, you'll find it. If you're using a tablet, you're not going to find it. The reason for that is because it wasn't programmed right to show that it works for tablets, but it works perfectly fine on a tablet. You just have to sideload it, either getting it from the manufacturer or other things, like downloading on your phone and sending it over. So they are coming out with cloud technologies in the future, but it's not available yet. It shows the temperature, it reads the temperature, and it also has a humidity sensor. It's great for monitoring. It would be nice that you could set up alerts that basically, if it drops below a certain temperature, to alert you. But right now, it doesn't have that function yet. But a nice thing, it can show you the day temperature, and it can show you the month to show you, the trends of, where your temperature is going. And you could switch from Celsius to Fahrenheit. Then over here is alerts. It's separated into separate tabs: all, motion, door, and smoke. The smoke detector isn't out yet, so I couldn't test that. Then it's got the door and the motion. So before I go further, let me show you what the door is. The door is a sensor right over here. So on the right, this one is a Z-Wave motion sensor that's part of my Wink smart home system that controls my lights and other smart things like sirens, alarm system, etc. Then the Zmodo is one that unfortunately does not integrate yet with the rest of the smart home, so it needs its own sensor. But this sensor will alert me when the door opens and closes, just like my Z-Wave one does through my Wink Hub. They both work pretty instant, which is nice as long as you got a strong Wi-Fi signal near your hub. So the Zmodo will alert you when the door opens and closes, which is great for knowing when people come home, etc. The other cool feature is in the app, you have an option called presets. So it's hit the settings, and it's called, where is it? Preset settings. So over here, what you could do is you could say when the front door is open, basically when that sensor is open, the camera should turn to this specific view. Right, and then you can create multiple presets for multiple sensors. It comes with 2 door sensors, but eventually you're going to be able to buy separate sensors and add it to the house. So over here are a couple of options. Let me go through the settings. Microphone on and off, automatic night vision, 360 detection. That was what I was talking about before. It's got notification settings, storage management, camera schedule, multiple functions and stuff you could control. The annoying part is right now everything gets stored on the device, but there's no way to really download it. So you could go over here live and click on device storage. You could download images to your device, but right now you're not able to download any video. So when you see those red dots on that on the calendar view, it's showing you that there was motion during those times, and then you can see the videos. The problem is those videos aren't downloadable, so you can't share it. So that's if someone comes in, breaks into your house, you got a video of it, you want to show the police, but you have no way of showing them except for actually bringing your tablet or your computer or whatever to them and showing them the video. So you could grab images from it and share the images, but it would be nice to actually be able to download the video. So I spoke to the manufacturer, Zmodo, and they told me that in the next firmware update, that should be available. They are working on that, and it should be perfected soon and be available. So once that's there, they'll make me much happier. On the bottom are a couple tabs. The Zmodo is the home tab. Came out of focus. People. So you got an option of sharing your camera with multiple people. So right now I have it shared with me and my wife. You can share it with friends, but I wouldn't necessarily recommend that if you don't know what you're getting yourself into, because who knows. But the good thing is you can turn on and off sharing it all anytime, so you're not stuck once you share it with someone to never be able to get out of them. So here's logs. Logs is just a running history of what's going on. So it shows when the doors open and close, and it shows you captured videos for all these times. And then it shows a motion detection. When it detects a motion and grab the image. Right? So it's nice that it's got a running log that you could just scroll through and see what would happen. It's got a discovery tab here, which is a little interesting. I don't see a need for it. But basically it shows a live demo where you could watch videos from random places where a lot of cat videos where people allowed you to see their videos. Over here is system settings, where you could check for updates and control account security, etc. You could shop, etc. So to add a device, when you first start out, this is where you just go over here, you do smart kits, your wireless device. Over here you do a wireless device. You just scan the QR code on the camera and it sets it up instantly. Then it asks you for the Wi-Fi. You put in the Wi-Fi password. It's connected to your network. Done. Really easy to set up. And then for the accessories, you just click accessories. Then you do the same thing. First you got to pick the hub. So you say the pivot's going to be the hub. And then you click OK. And then there's a button on the accessory. On the top of the sensor is a button. You just press that button and then it automatically finds it in a second. It's really simple to set up. So how this compares to a typical camera system. So that depends on what you want. So for me, let's say I already got a smart home system. I got my lights, my sensors, right? I have, when I walk in the door, the lights turn on and off, right? I have it turned on when I'm home. I have, when I arm my system, my sensor tells, sounds an alarm, right? Got the alarm right there. Right? It's nice, right? But it would be nice if the camera could integrate with that, right? Because right now, the Pivot needs its own sensor. If it could connect with other hubs like the Wink or the Smart Things, then when that sensor opens, this could pivot towards there. So basically what they need is an API which will make it integrate with other products. They are trying to create their own smart home hub and own system, but it'd be nice if it integrates with other systems. Because people like me, who already have systems in place, or people who don't want to rely on just this, it would be nice that it plays nicely with others. The other thing is the spinning around. So for me, unfortunately my house isn't that big. So spinning around doesn't give me that much advantage over, let's say, the camera that I already have up here. Because this camera captures the whole room from where it is. So yes, this one could capture a larger image, and it's got nice 1080 resolution, but it's a little overkill for my small, just based on the setup of my house. But depending on what type of apartment or house you have, this might actually be very good because it can accurately get the whole room, which other cameras wouldn't be able to do. So, in summary, do I like it? Yes, I love it. It's great. The only things that I'm looking for towards improvement is an open API or some sort of integration with other smart home systems to make it work better with them. Right? This way I won't have to buy Zmodo sensors and have 2 sensors on every door because I think it looks a little weird. Instead I can use existing sensors that already tell my smart lights to turn on and other stuff and have it all work together. So I'm hoping that everything could integrate together one day. Right now the smart home system is a very broken system and it doesn't work perfectly together. I know Apple and Google and others are working on making that happen, but the existing players like Smart Things and Wink, which are big players in the smart home system, will be nice if this could integrate with it to make that happen. So I know there are cameras that do it right now, and there's other similar products like Canary that do integrate with Wink, so you could trigger alerts based on things happening, but it'd be nice if the Zmodo Pivot will integrate as well. But in of alone, the camera is a great camera. It's got clear shots. It's got good pictures at night also. It is pretty responsive. It's a little noisy when it's spinning around, so it's not like perfect as a security camera, because honestly the criminal walks in there, he hears this camera spinning around, about to grab an image of him. He's either going to run over and unplug it or maybe run away, but there's no alarm system connected. So it would be nice if it was integrated together with the rest of the alarm system, so let's say my sensor gets the guy walking in, my alarm sounds, and then the camera gets a picture of him. Since my alarm is sounding, he's going to run, but he already captured the image. So I'm looking forward to the cloud technologies, so it'll automatically back up everything online to, for security, so the person can't just grab the camera and run away with it. And I'm looking forward to better integration with other products. I'm also looking forward to, hopefully, the soon firmware update, which will allow me to download videos. I was hoping to include live videos from the camera, but since it's not able to be downloaded, I wasn't able to include this in this review. Thank you for watching my review on the Zmodo Pivot, and if you have any questions, feel free to comment below, and I'll try to answer any questions you have. Thank you, Zmodo, for providing me a Pivot in exchange for an unbiased and honest review by testing. For my background, I am a mechanical engineer, so I'm very tech savvy. I got multiple cameras, and I test and review products for many manufacturers. Thank you, and have an awesome day.